So let's start the lesson today about listening. Now I put together a very, very nice thing for you. We will start to give you, as usually, tips and techniques and useful websites. Is it 2 or yes, 2 or 3? So let's start our lesson. And I'm very happy today because I managed to get together very nice strategies for you. And I think it's better if I start. As you can see, I cannot do this background disappear from behind because I'm in a new location. We searched for another location where the streaming and the upload could be better, the quality could be better. So this is what happened. We chose another location, and of course we have some setting up problems that we need to fix, but for now you need to just manage with me with this background. So sorry for that, but I hope that the quality of the video is going to be much better. What can you see, Orsi?
I can see the PowerPoint of the writing.
Thank you.
And what I see there is this is made in the second lesson called reading.
Very nice. So how is the quality? Is it blur or sharp?
You are a little bit blur, but not too much. Not much.
Okay.
And the presentation is good. Really good.
And how is it cracking or not?
I think it does not crack.
Okay. So perfect. Thank you. So let's continue with our lesson. Let me give you the first general tip that I think is the most important to bear in mind. Don't translate every word. I think I'm not giving you a very unusual advice here. I just searched on several websites here. Can you see my cursor, Oshi?
Your cursor? No.
Can you see my cursor?
No.
Ooh, that's a problem. Okay, Adam just told me that he has perfect streaming, so I'm happy for that. And I think that also the how it's late, it's not late at all, so it's very good. A couple of seconds. I will ask Adam to please measure the time. So the first thing that I'm asking you, I'll try to fix this. I'll try to fix this cursor problem. Let me see. Yes, it's getting the cursor also. So, hop, it went away. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So maybe you can see my cursor. Now, oh, I got it. I have to click on it and then you can see my cursor. Yay! I'm learning the process. So, don't translate every word. I looked it up on a lot of websites, what other tips they can give, what are the general tips for improving your listening skills. And everybody was saying, like, don't translate into your native language, don't translate every word, focus on the big picture, not small details. So this is really a general tip, and I think that's one of the most important tips, because usually what we do is that we try to understand every word, and what's happening, you get late and then you miss a lot of other things, especially if you meet a word that you cannot understand, and then you lose the whole thing, you get frustrated, you start panicking, And so it can be a problem for you. So my first very best advice for you is don't translate every word. In fact, I will give you tips today how to do that. Okay, let's move on. The right kind of listening. I tell everybody to do some listening every day. So you really need to listen every day. This is how you will be able to really improve your speaking skills. If you listen, but it's not enough to listen. You need to do it with a focus. You need to do it right. What's right? First, you need to listen a material looking for the keywords, okay? And then you need to listen to the same material looking for details, so to what's more, what you can hear for more. Then you should check what you have understood. So I really advise you to look for materials on the net where you have the transcript, where it's written down what you can hear in the audio. There are so many websites that I can recommend you, and they do have the transcript, or it's easier, or it's leveled, so it's very good for your level, and you are not supposed to have any problems practicing alone. They also do the checking for you, and I am going to send it to you in the email. In fact, I could send it to you right now also. Let me see. Yeah. So I'm sending it right now, okay? Here you go. For example, this is just a Google search that I've done to, if you take a look, I think it says it's more character. Okay, I'm gonna send you an email, no problem. I just searched for I said hallás utáni szövegértés, angol középfok. And then you got trillions of things. I cannot send it to you because the link is too long, so the chat box doesn't let me send it to you. But really, you have a lot of opportunities. So going back, so you need to check it. But there's one more plus. If you checked it, and I really advise you to look for the unknown words, and for the new words, put it in the Quizlet, make a flashcard, and try to implement it in your vocabulary. And then listen again. And you are going to realize that you are going to really understand every word and hear every word. Why? Because you already know what it is about. Now you can say, well, then it's easy, but be sure if there was a new word for you that now you just looked it up in the dictionary, and then you understood, and then you listen again, you are going to absorb it, you are going to be able to learn it unconsciously. So it's going to be almost automatic that you will learn that word, and next time you are going to be able to recognize it or even understand it. So it's really such a great experience that it's like really like a wow factor. This changes everything. To listen for more details, check it, and then listen to it again. And I guarantee that if you listen this way to any material, your listening is going to improve tremendously. So I'm so excited about how your listening is going to improve. Be patient with yourself. It's not going to happen from one moment to another, but it's going to happen, and be sure that you are on the right track. It's a learning curve. Be patient with yourself and do it every day. Now, how much you should do it? Okay, you should do just a little, really. Now we are going to do like a 1 minute something. It's not even, it's 30 seconds exactly. And let's try it out if it works in real life. Okay, so 1, 2, 3 plus 1. Key, detail, check. Key, detail, keywords, detail, and check. Keywords, details, and check. Keywords, detail, and check. Okay, so get it in your mind. Keywords, details, and check. Keywords, detail, and check. Okay, let's see. So the first task, I give you this general understanding. If you cannot see this, okay, let me see. Yeah, you can see you can see my picture. Okay, and okay, I think I'm in the right position, but maybe it's better like that. Yeah, okay. So the first task is, please read this text and then tell me, and then try to answer these questions. Who is talking to whom? Where are they? Is there a problem? Is there a problem resolved? So, help. Z, 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 shoes, z, 7. Z, no. Z, 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 wreck. Z, stop. Z, stockroom. Thanks. Z, a pair. Z, z, right back. Okay. So, yeah, it was maybe funny, but I want to let you see that you are able to understand situations and the whole dialogue from only a couple of words, finding the key words of the conversation. So what do you think? Who is talking to whom? Can you write it for me so that I can see that you understood? I write something, please, Adam, measure it. It's 10:16. First question. First question. Now. Wow, 10 seconds. Great. Thank you. Good. All right. Okay. Most én nagyon kimenítő választottál. Címszavak elegek. Oké? Okay. Jó. Nem értettem, mit ír ennyi ideig. Annyira aranyos. Okay. So, oh, yeah, it may be a shoe shop. And so she gave an answer, please, in English next time. What is the situation? Okay, let's check it if she was right or you were right. So there is a shop assistant, a customer. May I help you? Yes. Do you have the styles of shoes in 7? I'm not sure. If you can't find them on the rack, they may be out of stock. Let me look in the stock room. Thanks. I'd like to try on a pair if you have them. I'll be right back. Okay. So was she right? Yes, she was right. Now, there is a very interesting thing. You can see that there are some, hey, sorry. There are some words that are maybe unusual, like rack or stockroom. Maybe you know what is out of stock, but maybe you don't know what is stockroom. Now, I think you can really work this out from the context, right? If you can't find them on where, so the shop assistant is saying, if you can't find it on where, rack, I think, is a shelf. We may be out of stock, maybe it means that we don't have enough, but let me look in the stock room. So stock room, now you already know that is raktár, because where else she could watch for it. So now you see you have 2 or 3 new words, or 1 expression and 2 new words. Very nice. Okay, so we can learn from this. Rack, out of stock, stockroom, and you try to memorize it. If you really, I give you one more tip that is not in this lesson, but for vocabulary, the best way to learn from conversations, even videos or watching films, is that you try to write it down first from hearing and then check it, translate it to Hungarian, and if you translated it to Hungarian, then translate it back to English, but looking only at the Hungarian translation that you had. Good game. I'm really curious if what you are going to find out about it, okay? But okay, this is it. The point that I was making, that you could develop a full dialogue out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From 10 words, you could develop, you could work out the meaning or understanding a whole dialogue. Isn't it wonderful? And you haven't even seen the people. So there was no body language, there were no pictures. Isn't it wonderful? It's so exciting. I love this. So let's continue. Let's try it. And let's try it out now in real life. Keywords, details, check, and listen again. First task is to write down the keywords. Second is to write down more details. Then we are going to check the text and write down the new words. And plus, we are going to listen to it again. Okay, let's see. Oops. Okay. First task, write down the keywords. I'm going to show you a listening on the website of BBC English. BBC, as I told you already, BBC Learning English is a website, and there are these courses that I already talked to you about. And now we are going to look at a pen and a paper. Meg vagyunk, mert az OBS azt mondta, hogy leállt a csatlakozása. Meg vagyunk? Okay. Yeah. So I want you to please get a pen and a paper. Okay. And I will try to fix this view. To get a pen and a paper, and write down the key words. I want you to write down the keywords. I got a message. Okay. So I want you, the keyword, what does the keyword mean? The keyword mean that you really need to listen to what they stress. So what they go up with the voice, they get a break, they slow down, or they really articulate the word. These are the things that you need to look for. So what are the words that stand out for you, really? Like I said, what are the words that stand out for you? That's a key word. That was a keyword, all right? Okay, so we are happy with the. We are happy. Okay. Are you ready? It's only going to be 30 seconds. So, Oshi, are you ready? Open a Word document or something, or get a, if you are really good with typing, or get a pen and a paper and start writing down. Okay, there is a tip for you. This is going to be a dialogue. If you hear different people talking in a dialogue, I advise you to write down the words in one row when one person is talking. Then start another row when another person is talking, all right? So one person, one row, and keywords only, like leave some spaces because maybe you maybe need to fill it up with more details. So leave space between the words, okay? And also it's one row for a person. 3, 2, 1, go.
Excuse me, how much for the Vauxhall over there?
Ah, the Vauxhall. Oh yeah, that's a bargain. £700.
700?
Yeah. It costs you at least 800 anywhere else.
Could you do it for 500?
500? No, sorry, no. I can sell this car for 700, I'm sure of it.
I've got the cash. You couldn't do it for 550?
No.
You couldn't do it a bit cheaper, could you?
Well, I'll tell you what, I could probably do it for about 650.
Okay, that was it. Azt mondja, hogy most nagyon megállt. This is a problem. Okay, Houston, we have a problem. Could you hear? Okay, question. Could you hear the listening task? Could you hear the listening task? Alsó. Neked csak hallgatnod kell. Meg a Word-ot nyisd ki, és hogy jegyzeteld a szavakat, jó? Nem abból, a listeningből. Jó, a listeningből kell. So could you hear the listening task? That was a question. Okay, I got a message. Yeah. Adam gave us a hint. If you couldn't really listen, or if it gets stuck, YouTube gets stuck, the streaming gets stuck, then he says you need to update the YouTube channel. Ez újratöltés volt, Ádám? Úgy érted a frissítést, hogy újratöltés? Igen, igen. Tehát erre a kis újra, tudjátok, ott fönt mindjárt megmutatom. Tehát itt, látjátok, itt van a... Bocsi. Aha. Tehát... Szóval, a frissítés gomb, az itt van, ez a frissítés gomb. Okay? If you have a problem with the streaming, just click on this refresh button, all right? But if you could hear it, it's all right. So now we are going to listen again, because this was a little bit Maybe there was a problem, maybe. So we are going to listen to it again, and I will ask you to please write down the words that stand out for you. Okay, there are like 10, 15 words like that. Okay, you should really be good at numbers. All right, mehetünk? Masó, mehetünk? Word-et nyisd ki, légy szíves, és akkor oda tedd rá billentyűre a kis kezedet, és akkor amit hallasz, hogy ki ugrik a szövegből, azt írd le azokat a szavakat, jó? Alright, ready, steady, go!
Excuse me, how much for the Vauxhall over there?
Ah, the Vauxhall. Oh yeah, that's a bargain. £700.
700?
Yeah. It costs you at least 800 anywhere else.
Could you do it for 500?
500? No, sorry, no. I can sell this car for 700, I'm sure of it.
I've got the cash. You couldn't do it for 550?
No.
You couldn't do it a bit cheaper, could you?
Well, I'll tell you what, I could probably do it for about 650.
Okay,
Alright. Okay, let's see what we have here. Okay, so the words that he was stressing is, the first was Vauxhall, Vauxhall. Okay, maybe you couldn't write down, Oshi, what have you got? The Vauxhall is a kind of car. Maybe you don't know the name of the car, but you could really understand that is about a type of car, right? So you say a type of car, maybe you can replace it with just saying car. Car, car. Then they said something that was standing out, but you couldn't get the meaning here. You couldn't get the meaning, so you just said, you just said 700. Menj vissza, légy szíves, akkor amit most magyarázok, azt nézed, jó? Okay. So it's 700 pounds. Then Rob was asking like 700, so the intonation was going up. Neil was saying something, maybe you couldn't follow how much he was saying. It can happen with numbers. Rob was saying 500. Neil said 500. 700, sure. Then Rob said cash. And then maybe you didn't get the number again. Neil said no. Rob, cheaper? And then Neil was saying, well, 650. Okay, so they didn't say 650. Could you realize they don't say 650, they say 650, and they said 550. So they don't say like we say 550, 650. So they are doing the same. So let's move on to the next listening. Okay, so I will ask you to please get more details. Okay, more words, more details. Okay, this is the tip box. This is the tip that I told you. If it's a discussion, write one speaker's words in one row. All right, so let's move on to the next step. Write down more details. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm not going to show you the picture, but I'm going to show you, I'm going to just make you listen more, okay? Let me go back. Ready, steady, go.
Excuse me, how much for the Vauxhall over there?
Ah, the Vauxhall. Oh yeah, that's a bargain. £700.
700?
Yeah. It costs you at least 800 anywhere else.
Could you do it for 500?
500? No, sorry, no. I can sell this car for 700. I'm sure of it.
I've got the cash. You couldn't do it for 550.
No.
You couldn't do it a bit cheaper, could you?
Well, I tell you what, I could probably do it for about 650.
Okay, let's pause.
He said, let's pause there. That's what I did. Okay. What have you got? I got this one. Now that we know that it's a Vauxhall. It's a bargain, he said. Okay, it's a bargain for 700. Okay, then he said 700. Yeah, it will cost at least 800. For 500? No, sorry. 700, sure. Rob. Cash. 500? 550? No. Cheaper? 650. Okay, so you can develop a lot more meaning only, bit cheaper, probably. Maybe you get these words better. So what happened here is that you understood what it is about, right? Can you get it, what it is about? I haven't asked you for the first time, but I'm sure that you realized what it is about. Could you write to me what it is about? In the chat box, please write it down. So what this dialogue is about. Yeah, I've got it right. That's nice. Or she is writing fiercely also. Just in 2 words.
Okay.
Okay. Very nice, Oshi. Yeah, she wrote a novel. And okay, by the way, she doesn't know my lessons, so she is the test student for her. Our insider joke is that I'm Esther, she is tester. Ha ha ha. Okay, so let's move on. Let's check. Let's go to the checking. Excuse me, how much for the Vauxhall over there? Okay, let me play also. Oh, maybe it's not a good idea, but okay, let's try. You will listen to it again. And now you will understand the words.
Excuse me, how much for the Vauxhall over there?
Oh, the Vauxhall. Oh, yeah, that's a bargain. £700.
700?
Yeah. It costs you at least 800 anywhere else.
Could you do it for 500?
500? No, sorry, no. I can sell this car for 700. I'm sure of it.
I've got the cash. You couldn't do it for 550.
No.
You couldn't do it a bit cheaper, could you?
Well, I tell you what, I could probably do it for about 650.
Okay, let's pause there, Haggle.
Okay, so you see, we have a complete conversation, and it's done. It's wonderful, isn't it? So this is a check. Now I'm sure that if we listen to it again, you will understand every word. Okay, so let's look now for the new words, for the unknown words. Here is one, bargain. That's a bargain, they said. That's a bargain. What it means, it's really cheap, it's a really good value for money. So now you will be able to, you've heard this word before, you will be able to recognize it again, bargain. That's a bargain. Then Rob was saying, could you do it for 500? Okay, what does it mean? They are saying all the way. Could you do it for 500? You couldn't do it for 500. You couldn't do it a bit cheaper. I could probably do it for about 650. Now, what is the word, what do you think, that do replaces? Just let me. I want to just fix this that I see here. Yeah. Moshi, what were you writing?
Well, in my realization,
Yes. In your opinion.
I understood that this could and this do, could you do it or you couldn't do it.
Yes.
Szóval, hogy a do-nak meg a could segédigének a vonzata a for, or could you do it or you could.
Okay, but
you
what?
couldn't do it for
But-
me.
Okay, what does the word do replaces? What do they say it instead of? So if you look at the dialogue, what is the word that it replaces? It replaces selling, all right? So could you sell it for? So this is the new expression that we realize. It's like when you it's the same when you go to a restaurant and you say, can I have a cup of coffee, instead of saying, can I drink a coffee? Then you say have, right? Here they replace do with selling. I mean sell with do. So could you, they don't say could you sell it for 500, they say could you do it for 500. Okay, so sell and buy. Yeah, sell, it's only sell. So now let's listen to it again without looking at the text. You've already looked at the text. You know all the numbers, all the new words, and I want you to please realize how much you are able to understand every word really. But I will still ask you to listen to the words that stand out, that they press, okay? Let's do that. Okay, how I'm gonna do that? I'm gonna do it like that. Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready? Ready, steady, go.
Excuse me, how much for the Vauxhall over there?
Ah, the Vauxhall. Oh yeah, that's a bargain. £700.
700.
Yeah. It costs you at least 800 anywhere else.
Could you do it for 500?
500? No, sorry, no. I can sell this car for 700. I'm sure of it.
I've got the cash. You couldn't do it for 550.
No.
You couldn't do it a bit cheaper, could you?
Well, I'll tell you what. I could probably do it for about 650.
Okay, let's pause there.
Okay, so did you notice? Have you noticed how much more you understood from this whole thing? Isn't it wonderful that you understand now everything about it? So that's wonderful. Okay, let's go back to our presentation and let's move on. So yes, this is the listen again. And now I want you to do one more thing. So this is really important. Now I want you to these are the words you see. We did it so right. I just want you to see the whole so the whole dialogue and what we got out as from the listening. We said Vauxhall bargain 700, 700, 800, 500. Okay, I want you to notice one thing, that where is the main meaning, the main yes, where in the sentence, where do you find the words that really matters, that really mean something according to the dialogue? Where is it? Can you see it? Can you see that it's always on the at the end of the sentences? I think you see Vauxhall, bargain, 700, 700, 800, 500. These are about at the end of the sentences. You can see it's at the end of the sentences. It's really wonderful. I tell you why. Because you see, in Hungarian, if you start listening to Hungarian, what they want to tell you is always in the beginning of the sentence, but in English you have the time to really get your focus together and catch the real meaning of the sentence. It's so wonderful. You have time for that. So they start a sentence, you always realize from the intonation that they start a new sentence, and then you just arrive at the end, and there you go. There is the meaning. So here you go. Vauxhall, and you know what they are talking about. On the Vauxhall bargain 700, and these are only the words that you hear at the end of the sentence, and then you can understand everything. And all that is before it, it's not important. I'll prove it to you now. So how it is not important is I give you a sentence. The core, my how to say, my I have a statement. The core, the heart of the sentence is that one word that tells everything. If you can say a sentence with one word and intonation, like, you know, playing with your voice up and down, and the body language, and they will understand, that's the heart of the sentence. So here, let's find the heart of the sentence, okay? You couldn't do it a bit cheaper, could you? You couldn't do it a bit cheaper, could you? Okay. He said even, you couldn't do it a bit cheaper, could you? Okay. And so let's see what are the elements that you really shouldn't pay attention to. First of all, who is talking to about what? You know they are talking to you. It's a dialogue that he will say you. So you don't even have to notice you. And of course, they are talking about the car, so you don't even have to pay attention. Now let's see what's the next words that are unnecessary in this sentence. Okay, so we already deleted you and it. Let's see the next one. If you hear at the end of a sentence, could you, then what is, you know, it's a kind of expression, ugye, szerkezet, and so you will hear couldn't you, could you, so the negative and the positive of the same modal verbs. Could you, couldn't you? May I not? I wasn't I? So it's always the negative and the positive of the same modal verb. Now, could we say it's okay, it's about permission, and they are already talking about can you, or can I, can you, can I, can you. The whole conversation was about. So you really don't have to pay attention to couldn't and could you. Okay, so what is left? A verb and cheaper. And also we know it's a question. But really, the whole conversation was about selling or buying a car. You know that. And also this, could you do it, you couldn't do it, I could do it. You heard it so many times, so at the end of the sentence, do can go also. So what's left was the heart of the sentence. It's cheaper. So the core of the sentence is cheaper. You couldn't do it a bit cheaper, could you? So you can also say it like, cheaper, And then you understand, you realize what's the core of the sentence. Now, I really want you to please practice this. Okay, so looking for the keywords in a content. Now, what is going to help you? I started doing something for you. I haven't finished because I want you to finish it. That how you can see what is the core of a conversation. That how is the stress, how it's happening. The first thing what's happening is that you listen to where the voice is going high. Okay, where the voice is going high. And I'm going to show you with playing the audio that these are really the words where the intonation is going up. So I would really like you to practice in this way. If you have a transcription of something, put it in a Word, print it out if you can, if you're in an office or whatever, or at home. Leave big spaces and try to mark where it's going up, where it's going down, where it's flat. It's a really nice picture that you are painting that you are going to have at the end, and do it with another pencil. I think we will practice a little bit more on that, but it's really interesting, and I will ask you to do the rest of it. Okay, so let's see first.
How much of the Vauxhall over there?
Have you heard it? How much of the Vauxhall over there? Vauxhall over there. So he said Vauxhall over there. Excuse me.
What does Rob say? Excuse me.
Excuse me. Excuse me. So you can see. Excuse me. How much?
How much of the Vauxhall?
How much of the Vauxhall over there? He said over, plus over. Don't worry about that. But the Vauxhall was really going up, right?
Over there.
Oh, the Vauxhall. Oh, yeah, that's a bargain.
That's a bargain, he said. Or the Vauxhall over there, that's a bargain. 700 pounds.
700 pounds.
700 pounds.
700.
Yeah.
700. Okay, he was saying the 700 was going up. 700. Sorry, I just need to adjust these windows a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, it costs you at least 800 anywhere else.
Yeah, it will cost you at least 800 anywhere else. So he was saying 800 anywhere else.
Could you do it for 500?
Could you do it for 500? Maybe we should. Maybe I should get the arrow down from you. Could you do it for 500? 500 was going up. 500.
500?
500. 500.
No, sorry, no. I can sell this car for 700. I'm sure of it.
I've got the cash.
Okay, can you work it out? What was here?
500? No, sorry, no. I can sell this car for 700. I'm sure of it.
Okay, I'm helping you. You can see that what is standing. I can sell this car for 700. I'm sure of it. It wasn't really going up, but still it was going up a little bit, like the lyrics, as if it's a song. Listen to it as a song. No, sorry, no. I can sell this car for 700. I'm sure of it. So how you can practice this, listening to it as a song, if you just lower the speed. On YouTube, on most of the video watching online video watching platforms, you can lower the speed of a listening. I can show you. Maybe I can show you. I show you. Okay, here you go. Look at this. So I have this video over here, and here are the, oh, you can see it, sorry, I have to adjust the window. We are here. Okay, so I'm here you go, and you can see that there is here a beállítások, a setting, and there you can upgrade, you can set up the speed. If it's normal, you can speed it up. If it's too slow for you, you can speed it down if it's too low for you. Okay, and you can, yes, do all of this. And also what last time Adam was telling us, if the quality is not so good, then you can set up the quality also, set up higher, or if it's cracking, maybe you should go a little bit more down. Okay, so this is the technical tip for you. Okay, going back to our conversation. Let's see here. Okay, move on.
I'll tell you what, I could probably do it for about 650.
Okay, we were moving to
Hands. Now let's listen to the end of the.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is it.
I've got the cash.
Okay, he is saying that I've got the cash. Okay, so what's the thing here? The cash, right? I've got the cash.
You couldn't do it for 550. No, you couldn't do it.
You couldn't do it for 550. Okay, I've got the cash. You couldn't do it. You couldn't do it, he said. So the couldn't was going up a little bit.
A bit cheaper, could you?
You couldn't do it a bit cheaper, could you? Where it was going up, could you? You couldn't do it a bit cheaper, could you? It also helps if you try to say it, you know, together, or try to copy the rhythm and the intonation. But now I just want you to focus on the intonation, all right?
Well, I'll tell you what, I could probably do it for about 650.
Well, I tell you what, I could probably do it for about 650. Okay, 650. Well, and well was going upright. So this is how you look for intonation. You really should listen for intonation, and there are several techniques how you can really get what are the words that stand out and the keywords. But I think what is really a good idea for the first. So the first good idea is that you look for the intonation, and you start putting marks, like this goes up, this goes down, and you do it in a way like I did now, that you just stop it, either word by word, go back again. And yeah, this is what I call műhelymunka. So this is a hard job, but I think it's also a lot of fun, and time goes by really, really fast with just 30 seconds that we had here. Can you imagine it was 30 seconds that we moved on with? So it's just wonderful for me. So what I want you to do at last, your homework is going to be to do stuff on the links that I sent you, and give me your feedback. Okay, give me your feedback if you did the listening tasks with the method that I told you. Remember, what was it? Remember? Let's go back. Remember? Keywords, details, checking, and then listen again. Keywords, details, and then checking, and then listen again. Keywords, details, checking. Okay, so you really need to remember this. Now, to prove this, I think I will give you as you know, a little treatment at the end, a little treat at the end, to play the rest of the recording, so that you will be able to see. I want you to listen if they can make a deal or not, because now it's not done yet, of course, and if they can do this deal or not. Okay, where is it? Sorry. Okay, I can't see. Here it is. Okay, so listen if you can hear it or not. Okay, I'll try to adjust this window for you so that you can really see what you're supposed to see. Okay, so let's see. Listen, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
The conversation, the end of their haggling. How much does Neil knock off in the end?
I tell you what, I could probably do it for about 650.
650?
650, yeah. You can't say fairer than that.
Well, is that really your best price?
It's my best price, 650. Come on.
I've got all the cash here. I haven't got 650. I've got 600. I'll give you 600 for it.
630. How about that? 630. I've just knocked off another £20.
It's too much. I haven't got that kind of money. Look, I saw it down the road for 600. In fact, I think I might go there and buy it. Thanks anyway.
Hang on. Let's not be silly here. I'll tell you what, 600.
600. It's a deal.
Go on then.
Okay, so question. Could they make a deal? Can you put it in the chat box, please, your answer? Could they make a deal? That's the question. Okay, let's listen to it again. And this time I would like you to please write down details, and I want you to catch the last also the last say, what they say when the deal is done. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
I could probably do it for about 650.
650?
650, yeah. You can't say fairer than that.
Well, is that really your best price?
It's my best price, 650. Come on.
I've got all the cash here. I haven't got 650. I've got 600. I'll give you 600 for it.
630. How about that? 630. I've just knocked off another £20.
It's too much. I haven't got that kind of money. Look, I saw it down the road for 600. In fact, I think I might go there and buy it. Thanks anyway.
Hang on. Let's not be silly here. I'll tell you what, 600.
600. It's a deal.
Go on then.
So how much did Neil knock off?
Okay. What was the last sentence? Could you work it out? No problem. Let's go back again. and watch it with the transcript. All right, here is the transcript, you can see it, and it's gonna go from there. I just need to start it.
I could probably do it for about 650.
650.
650, yeah. You can't say fairer than that.
Well, is that really your best price?
It's my best price, 650. Come on.
I've got all the cash here. I haven't got 650. I've got 600. I'll give you 600 for it.
630. How about that? 630. I've just knocked off another £20.
It's too much. I haven't got that kind of money. Look, I saw it down the road for 600. In fact, I think I might go there and buy it. Thanks anyway.
Hang on. Let's not be silly here. I'll tell you what. 600.
600. It's a deal.
Go on then.
So how much do
You got it? Go on then. That's another very nice expression that we learned. It's everyday conversation. It's everyday English. Go on then. And you can use it on a language exam. Isn't it wonderful? So this is it for today. I hope you had a great time with us, as much as we had a good okay, as much as we had a good time with you. And yeah, we just wish you a very nice weekend and hope you have fun. Please practice, because next time I will also ask you about some testing questions about last lesson. And go fit it all. Goodbye.